Today, I'm going to show you how to safely share your location using Google Maps. Now, this is incredibly useful if you're traveling alone to meet family, perhaps, or even if you're having car trouble, or simply want somebody to know that you arrived safely. But there's something important that most people don't realize. Google Maps can either share your location temporarily or accidentally share your location all the time if you don't set it up correctly. So in this video, I'm going to show you how, or show you the safest way to share your location and how to stop sharing it, and the biggest mistake people make. So let's jump right in. First, what I want you to do is find the Google Map app, and it's right here where you see this little rainbow colored pen, and underneath of it, it says Maps. Tap that. Okay. Now, up at the top, you'll see either you might have a picture of you, or there might be a circle with a letter inside of it. What I want you to do is tap that. Okay. Now we're kind of inside the app. So location sharing. What I want to do is look for that option inside this list here. You can see right here it says option sharing. So we're going to click on that. And down here where it says share location, that's kind of what we're wanting to do. And you can see up here at the top, this is what I want you to look at. It gives us, it says for 1 hour. Up here, share your real-time location. And it says for 1 hour. And on my phone outside here, there's a negative and a plus button. If I'm going somewhere I know it's a 4-hour trip, I could tap maybe 5 hours in case I want to stop and eat or just take a break. And after that 5 hours, it'll quit sharing. I'm going to show you another option. It's really the way I use the app. The other option, see right here, it says until you turn this off. So if you click that option, you're going to be sharing your location 24/7. Okay, so I think the best option personally is let's go back to that, is sharing it for just till the time kind of runs out on when you want to do it. Now, my preferred way of setting this up is if I type it here, and let's say we want to go to Clara's Pizza King, and we start that, and what I can do is I can kind of scroll up, and you can see where it says share trip progress right here. We're going to click on that, and let's say I want to send that to this first person, Rachel. I can click on that, and I don't want to do it because I don't want to actually share it. But I'll tell you, you click on that, it's going to come up like you're sending them a text message. And it'll send them a link, and you'll click on that to send it just like you're sending a text message. And what it would do would send Rachel a link, and she'll click on it. And Rachel's my daughter. And what happens is she could click on that link, and it'll show the screen like what we're looking at right now. And she can actually follow my progress as we drive to her house. Matter of fact, this past weekend, we went to Rachel's to see my daughter and the grandkids, and I did this. And when we got there, she goes, "I've been watching to see where you're at," because I'd sent her the link, and she clicked on it, and she could follow it that way. She doesn't have to worry. I mean, we're 65. We're in good health. We're doing fine. In my brain, I still think I'm 30, but my body tells me otherwise. But I don't worry about getting lost or anything like that. It doesn't even enter my conscience. But my daughter worries about us. We're getting older. So we send that to her. It's a little peace of mind for her. And that way, as we're traveling, she can kind of keep track and see when we're stopped and if we get started again. So that's the way that I would prefer to share. So again, you type in where you want to go, hit start, scroll up, hit share trip progress, pick who you want to share it with, and then there you go. So that's the way I prefer to share my screen, and I think that's the best option. Now, if you want to share your screen with them 100% of the time, then that's fine. You can use that option. But if you don't want to do that, make sure that's turned off, and perhaps do it the way I did it. I mean, if you're fine getting around and you don't have any issues getting lost, now some people do, and that would probably be the best option for you if you do have a tendency to kind of get lost, and go ahead and share maybe all the time, like the option says up here. So let's see, if we go back again, you tap that button up there, location sharing, share location, and you may want to select this option that you're sharing until you turn your phone off. And that might work best for you, but if you have clarity of thought, you don't get lost, and you're just old, but your mind feels young, go back and maybe do it the way that I showed you, where you just scroll up, hit location, and you can just share your location until that trip is over that you've got entered into Google Maps. So kind of keep that in mind. It shares your progress. It kind of lets them know where you're at in your trip. Then it gives your kids or maybe your friends or other family members kind of peace of mind as you're progressing along on your trip. So, but the important part is once your trip ends, that sharing automatically stops. So it makes it a much safer than just a permanent location sharing. So let's talk about something important, which is safety, and this really matters. Some people make mistakes, like they forget they're still sharing their location. So some people accidentally leave this on for a really long time, and that means other people can see where you live, where you stop, where you eat, your doctor's visits, your daily routine, and that's far more important than most people realize. Mistake number 2, sharing with too many people. I'll only share it with my children, probably my sister, and maybe one close friend that I have, that I would kind of really share access to where I'm going or where I'm at. And I guess I'm talking in as far as sharing all the time. Because if you need that person, or your family would feel more comfortable if you were showing somebody where you are constantly. There are probably very few people that you would actually do that with. If you're on vacation, don't use it. Don't be announcing that your house is empty, because this isn't sharing where your car's at. It's sharing where your phone is. So it's tracking your phone. So we don't want that information out to too many people. So make sure you don't share too much. When should you not share your location? There's definitely times you shouldn't use this feature. Don't use it for strangers. Where you're buying online, or you get suspicious text messages wondering where you're located. Anybody pressures you for your access, don't give it. Or someone that you barely know. Your location is private information. Keep it that way. Treat it carefully. So listen, technology after 50. I appreciate you watching the video today. Hope that gave you some good information, maybe something you didn't already realize. Maybe you already use Google Maps, but you didn't realize you could share that with someone. And be honest with you, it's probably a good idea, regardless of age, if you're going on a trip, to share that with somebody. Now, I realize that where you are is nobody's business, and that's true. But I'm thinking of it in terms of, I'm getting older. And I if something were to happen, I'm not as strong as I once was. I'm not as fast as I once was. Somebody could kind of overcome me pretty easy these days. if they are younger and stronger. So sharing my location just kind of lets someone that I trust know where I'm at, how I'm proceeding in my journey, in my trip, and that way they could kind of keep track. And you know, if we're thinking about our children, like this past weekend, that trip my wife and I went on to see my daughter and grandkids, that it gives them peace of mind knowing they can watch the progress. And she can tell the kids, hey, Mama and Papa are going to be here in half an hour. And all she's doing is kind of watching where we're at on the map. So it kind of gives me peace of mind. It gives my daughter gave her peace of mind that she didn't have to call us and check on us, which she usually does. And this time she really didn't call because she didn't need to, because she could simply just watch us. So listen again, Technology After 50. There's a lot we can learn and continue to learn as we try to get some basics down of some of the items that are on our phone and how we can utilize them to our benefit. We're teaching you some basics, so I hope you're learning them. If you forget, don't be concerned. You can always come back and rewatch the video again. And this is Doug. I appreciate you watching. Y'all have a great day.